Hey guys, it's Neo. So today I wanted to talk about the lights that I currently use in my go-to setups. So I currently own 3 strobes. They're all Godox brand, and I have 2 AD300 Pros and 1 AD400 Pro. The reason why I use these lights in particular is because I feel that they have a great intersection between functionality and affordability. Now, there are a lot of lights that can either do what they do or that'll come at a cheaper price. But these have a really good intersection of both for me and my personal needs. Okay, so let's get into it. This is the Godox AD300 Pro. Now, while I am not great at all the technicals of lighting, I can't tell you how many wattage or power or things like that. I can tell you what the light has done for me, why I like it, why I continue to use it at this point. So it is a battery powered strobe. All right, so you can charge this battery up overnight and then have it ready for shoot day. I like to have extras on hand just in case, but really I get a lot of shoot time out of it. I have never really struggled in a 2, 3, 4 hour shoot with having to change batteries. Like I said, it is battery powered. It is super compact and it's pretty versatile. Now it does come with a Godox mount installed on it, native to the strobe, and I use some Godox modifiers, I do, but I also use some Pro Photo modifiers, some Elechrome modifiers. So it's important to keep in mind what kind of modifiers you plan to use with these strobes and make sure you get the appropriate adapters if you're going this route. All right, like I said, they're a very functional strobe. It gets the job done both in my home studio setup, which I do a lot, and if I'm traveling, because it's battery powered, it gives me the ability to have some off-camera flash on set as needed. And it's so compact that it never feels like much of a lift to have it with me. Now, I have 2 of those. I have 2 AD300 Pros and I have 1 AD400 Pro. So this is also a Godox light and they are pretty similar. So the AD400 Pro, just a little bit more powerful than the AD300 Pro. It's a little bit bigger. The battery on it's bigger as well. So it gives you just the same functionality in a bigger body with slightly longer battery power and slightly more output coming from that strobe. Now, would I say get the 400 Pro over the 300 Pro? Not necessarily. I actually got the 300 Pros after having the 400 Pro for about a year. And the 300 Pro gets the job done in a lot of situations. I find myself rarely having to pull out the 400 Pro unless I'm doing a full 3-light setup. That 300 Pro is pretty versatile and like I said, it gets the job done. So those are the strobes that I'm currently using. As far as modifiers, I have a Elechrome Rotolux, which I love, deep octabox, 29-inch, one of my favorite lighting modifiers. I'll leave a link down below to all of these things. If you're interested in lighting the way I light or trying any of them out, please check out the links below. It's a great way to support my channel and keep content like this coming. I know I am pretty new to this, but I'm hoping that as I get better at photography, at creating these videos, that I am able to bring some value to you all and learn along the way, so bring some value to myself. So yeah. All right, so lighting modifiers. I have a Rotolux 29-inch deep octabox, my favorite modifier. It has such a interesting quality of light. It's deep, and that's all I'm gonna say on that because I am not a technical photographer. I just like the way that modifier looks. I also have a Godox octabox, a really small one that came with the strobes, the AD300 strobes that I got. I actually got 2 of them, came with a soft box. In this case, it was a bundle. I know I usually say avoid bundles, but this was a pretty good deal. It was on sale. I got 2 strobes and 2 modifiers and a bag for $1,000. And each of the strobes usually is about 500. So that was a pretty sweet deal there. I do use the modifier actually. It is the Godox AD60S. It is not the highest quality, but it's a nice little softbox. Gives me a little pop of light that's a little bit softer than just shooting the bare bulb. So it does come in handy a few times. But mainly, I use that Chrome Rotolux 29-inch. That is my go-to light. All right, so for my home studio setup, like I said, 3 lights, 2 AD300 Pros and 1 AD400 Pro. If I were building it from scratch right now, what would I build? I would just get 3 AD300 Pros. I don't run into many scenarios where I need a ton of power, and I find that the 300 Pros give me what I need most of the time. So far in my shoots, I have not run into a situation where I wish I had a 600 Pro or any other more powerful strobe. And these strobes are affordable to an extent. When you're comparing to other strobes in the same range of functionality, you'll find that these are pretty affordable, about $500 each. So they are my current recommendation. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'd love to respond. Again, I'm Nate. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.